Hello everyone, my name is Andy. Today is Saturday, October 14th. Time is around 9:30 GMT, and we will have a look at the DAX futures on the Oanda platform. So we had quite a good week in terms of forecasting. Like we could identify in time that this would here be a potential low, and we saw indeed upside from this low. And then we were also quite in time to call for a move down. Initially, a corrective move down, and this also played out, especially yesterday. We had a good push down. So now we are again in an area where we have to make some decisions. But before we do that, let's maybe start with the higher time frame analysis to put everything into perspective. So if we start here in the weekly, not much has changed in the higher time frame, not many new elements. So my take is still on the DAX that we did a wave 1 up here, then we came down as a wave 2, and so from here we can start a potential wave 3 up. You see the target right here. If we take the length of or wave 1 or wave 2, then the target for this wave 3 in the higher degree becomes the area between the 1 and the 1.618 FIB extension. Of course, we do not go there in a straight line. We need again 5 waves as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so now my take on the Nasdaq is that we finished, on the DAX, of course, is that we finished this wave 1 to the upside here, and that we are currently working on a wave 2. The wave 2 can be in right here, the low I was speaking about on the 15-minute time frame, or we can still see some more downside as a wave 2. Anyway, like this scenario with the higher degree wave 3, if we do make another low here, or if we go into the wave 2 area, this is still quite a bullish scenario. It's quite normal to correct this wave 1 up here as a wave 2. So this is all part of the bullish scenario. However, there can still be a bearish scenario here in the higher time frame. And the bearish scenario would look like an expanded flat structure. That would mean that the wave 2 here was not in yet. And so what we get then is from here, from this wave 1 high, we do a wave A down in 3, 1, 2, 3. So wave A. Then this here is corrective as a wave B. So an expanded flat, we an overshooting wave B, and then that means that from here we should come down in 5 waves as a wave C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into this area, taking out this low. For the moment, I do not really have reasons to spend much energy on this extremely bearish scenario, because current price action is here. The low was here, so it's better to focus on a more bullish scenario, in my opinion. And secondly, if we have to be bearish, then I think we better focus here on some scenario in between, where this was the wave 1 and we are now working on a wave 2 correction. So that's actually why I put this scenario here as my primary scenario in green. So what's important to notice here is that we are still in a downward cycle in the weekly. So that means that we definitely have to consider bearish scenarios, because the higher time frame is bearish. So we have to we really have to be aware of that, even if we think that some kind of low is in. I mean, as long as we are in the bearish cycle, it means that we can see further downside. So now, if we go to the daily charts. So here you will see that I switched the colors of my two scenarios. So first, my first estimate was that we had a shallow wave 2 right here. Then we would have a WXY scenario here as indicated in red. So a WXY corrective move. And that would mean that the wave 2 could be in right here, and that we should start to move up here from this low as an impulse. And so if I analyze the lower time frame, this is not really what I see. I will discuss this in a minute. I do not really see an impulsive structure right here. So therefore, although we did not take out this low yet, I already decided to make the double correction here my primary scenario. And yeah, secondly, we also did not reach the wave 2 area yet, so that's an additional reason to assume that we will do the double correction. So with the double correction, I mean that this WXY structure is indeed a complete corrective structure down, but this WXY structure can be interpreted as the first leg here of a bigger WXY corrective structure. So then this WXY pattern in red is just the first leg as the wave W of a bigger corrective move, WXY again, but into this area right here. So this would be now, in my opinion, the path to go into this wave 2 area. So down from here as a wave W. Then I believe we will see some upside again here as a wave X. So if we take here the length of our wave W, then we know that a wave X should go into the area between the 0.5 and the 0.854 FIB retracement. And then once we get here, we have our wave X, and then we can have again 3 waves down, 1, 2, 3, just like we had here, 1, 2, 3, to finish the Y leg, to finish the wave 2. So now let's have a look at the lower time frame. But before doing that, I first want to mention, like I spoke about, the very bearish scenario in the weekly, where this here would be a wave B, overshooting wave B. So, and that would mean from here we should have a wave C down. And so the reason that I do not really consider this wave C down for the moment is that, first of all, it makes more sense to first assume this scenario here. If we have to be bearish, I think this is the way now to trade bearish, to trade accordingly. But second of all, for the moment, what we have here looks more like corrective price action and not really impulsive price action. So that's also a reason why I do not really consider the overshooting wave B scenario for the moment. However, from an Elliott Wave point of view, it is still a possible scenario. So we are in the weekly in a downward cycle, as you can see. In the daily, we broke out this downward cycle right here, which is also quite normal if we have a complete structure down here, a complete corrective structure down here. So now it looks like that, or I think we will have something like this. that we see some more upside into this area right here, and from there we can come down again in 3 waves. That would be my primary expectation. And the reason that I think this is here on the lower time frame, I will immediately go to the 1 hour. So what I wanted to see here, so until yesterday, I had the scenario on my charts that we made a wave 3 here, that we were doing a wave 4. So here there was, here I had somewhere a wave 4 area, but in the meantime, I took it off my chart as I was updating my charts. But so it looked like something like this. I believe there was an area right here, an area that we needed to hold as a wave 4 in order to make a 5th wave, but we did not hold this area right here. So this 5th wave was not coming. And if this 5th wave is not coming, then we simply do not have an impulse right here. So my primary scenario on the 1 hour would be that this here is a corrective move up. So as an ABC structure. So here we have our wave A, here we have our wave B. And then from here, we can indeed see 5 waves. But these 5 waves are, in my opinion, subwaves of the wave C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The reason that I think this is that, we never really broke the RSI trend line here as a wave 4, and we also did not really end with divergence. Yeah, there is some divergence if you compare here to this wave 3, but in my opinion, normally we should have more divergence for the textbook impulsive structure. So I tend to label this as an ABC structure. If this is 3 waves, then this is corrective and not impulsive. And so if this is corrective, then in my opinion, this cannot be the start of an impulse right here. So that means that the higher degree correction can also not be in. Does that mean that we have to drop like a stone from here? I will take this off the chart again. No, not really. My expectation would be that in the lower time frame, we even see some more upside first, actually also taking out this high again, because then we would have a WXY correction into the wave X area. So this here is our wave X area. And how we would get there is by doing a WXY structure. So now we have 3 waves here. If we would take out this low immediately, with immediately I mean like beginning of next week, for instance, then it would mean that our wave X was in right here. So we have 3 swings, which is a corrective wave, A, B, C, but we did not reach this area right here, the wave X area. So therefore, I would call for a WXY structure here, but the surprise is that we do not the surprise would be that the wave X is in right here. But I prefer to take as my primary scenario, I prefer to respect the target areas, because if I do not do this, I simply do not have a system anymore. Then it's complete randomness. So it happens more often than not that we reach these areas. So therefore, in my primary scenario, I prefer to choose a path that takes into account this target area, and then this would be the path WXY structure up. If we do not reach this area, but if we immediately take out the low here beginning of next week, then it means that the wave X was in right here. And then secondly, my secondary scenario would be a scenario where I assume that I was simply wrong in this Elliott Wave count, so that my system let me down. Sometimes this happens, but my system is more often right than wrong, so I prefer to rely on my system. And that would mean that we indeed had 5 waves up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is an impulse, and then we are now doing the wave 2 low. As you can see, after this wave 2 low, we should then have a wave 3 up, and 4 and 5 more subwaves to have a higher degree impulsive wave up. So I think no matter what, from this area, my primary expectation would be to see again some more upside. The surprise would be that the wave X was in right here. Then we did not reach the target areas, and if this happens, then then it is what it is. Sometimes this happens that we do not reach the target areas, but more often than not, we do reach the target areas. For instance, look at this here, how beautiful. We just touched it here, or equal leg area, and we moved back up again. So if you follow me for a while, I think you should know that it works quite well, my system. However, nothing is perfect, and sometimes the market does not really respect my system, or the market does not really care about my system. But I also believe this is part of trading. So now let's see what we get next week. If we start to move up from here, that would be my primary expectation. If we do not, then our wave X was in right here, and then I would say then I was only wrong about the lower time frame. It would mean that here the higher time frame expectation is still playing out, with more downside towards this wave 2 area. Okay, that's my analysis. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment to support my work, and I see you back on Monday for an analysis of the lower time frame. Have a nice day. Bye bye.